One summer's evening, I was walking by the prisoners' graveyard, and I cast my eyes out towards the sea. Fluffy white clouds with red and gold edges hanging so quiet and nonchalantly. Clouds all nice and fluffy, till it came to a sharp line that ran parallel to the horizon, and beneath that a shade of blue, so clear, so pure, as I had ever set my eyes on. Astonishing, and yet not infrequent here on Spike Island, how such a spectacle could possibly be. 'Twas then I realised I was privileged as an Irish soldier could be. No man is an island entire of itself. That's the words of the eminent John Donne. But I've never felt isolated here on Spike Island, and so, on that note, I carry on. I've been stationed here since handover day, July 11th, 1938. Spike and the treaty ports were no longer British. They were property of the Irish Free State. A historic day. De Valera was here. 'Twas the finest day you ever had seen. The flag of the crown was taken down,
and we hoisted the orange, white and green.
Great Britain is at war with Germany, declared Neville Chamberlain on the BBC wireless station. First there was a war, and then it was a phony war, but in Ireland 'twas the emergency situation. We defended Spike from outside attack and any form of armed aggression, and so Spike became my permanent home, and I discharged my duties with dedication. We have a football field, a boxing ring, we play ping pong, we play music. We'd go fishing down in the Strand, and on weekends we go to Cobh or maybe Cork. We go dancing to Mick Delahunty's band.
I showed him how to dance the foxtrot and the quick step.
She was elegant, sweet and pretty.
Oh, he was well-mannered and charming.
She was captivating.
We hit it off famously.
We went to the pictures. We went walking. We had picnics. We had fun.
And we wrote each other letters.
We got married down in Kerry, near her childhood home, in a village called Ballyferreter. And so we commenced our life here together.
On Spike.
On Spike.
And our love grew and grew, and it never did falter.
My friends and my comrades wished us both well as we settled in to married quarters.
There's a whole island community here. Do you know what? We enjoy the simple village life, really. You know, we grow potatoes, we grow carrots, we keep hens. There's an island church and there's an island school. There's ceilidhs and dances up in the fort, Christmas parties and other events. And then the rations come in by boat on a Thursday.
We have a barber on Cork on the 7th.
Oh yes, and our little Patrick came along about a year later. Sure, he stole our hearts and then he stole our sleep. Sure, he's happy and playful and everything noisy. Huh? And sometimes he makes us weep. He roams around the island with his companions, getting up to all sorts of mischief you can mention. He's full of dreams and curiosity and schemes, and asks a lot of questions.
There's a story about a ghost called the Gaunt Gunner, a soldier who has no eyes. Do ghosts really exist here on Spike, Dad? Or is that all just a pack of lies?
Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe we've got to learn to live alongside them.
They're just stories stemming from a wide imagination. They'll fill your head with madness and mayhem.
You see, Spike wasn't always a place of great splendour. It was once a place of darkness and dread. It was converted to a prison at the time of the famine, with inmates numbering over 2,300. Oppressive British forces showed little sympathy and imprisoned many for the smallest of crimes. The British government's approach to the plight of the Irish was a deplorable sign of the times. In the prisoner's graveyard, there's just one great big headstone. It reads, "Here lies the felons of our time." as the bleak winds of March blew across the island, I once heard a church bell chime. I thought about those so-called felons, the condemned, the forgotten. They had families, maybe sweethearts too.
Well, surely they had someone, Dad.
Oh, they had someone to love, just like we love you.
One day I will hang up my uniform and I will have my army pension. Maybe we leave Old Spike, maybe we'll stay. We'll have to make the decision.
Oh, I'd love a house in Cobh, or Cork, and a car, maybe an Austin 10. But that's just a dream.
Oh, you come back and visit Spike every now and then.
Ah, yes, sure. We'd miss Old Spike, no doubt. But there's one thing I know for sure. Old Spike Island to us will be forever known as home. Who knows what lies ahead? What the future might endure? And so, McGuiney Ushla, I now conclude our poem. Come on, good.